Hi guys, Abi and Dan back again. Just to touch on the last video, if you want us to start doing some webinars and you want to ask us some direct questions and speak to us personally, please comment below. Let us know what day would suit you and we will try and make that happen. Today, we're going to touch on a few different ways of how to develop a growth mindset.
Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so guys, with me personally, how I developed my mind was I literally woke up early in the morning. I can see a lot of people right now, especially due to this whole COVID-19 time, they are literally in their bed, chilling, thinking, they're having a party, just relaxing. But this is the time for you to actually start crafting on what you want to do. So what I did was I would wake up early in the morning, I'll do my morning routines, and then what I'll do is have my lovely shower and then get into work. I will never literally go onto my phone and touch social media because that one is a distraction. What about you, Dan? Tell us what you do.
It's getting up there before anybody else does and making yourself ready for the day, because without having a plan for the day, you're just going to kind of mosey on through it without any real focus, to be honest. And one of the things that helped me to develop my growth mindset and develop the mindset I have today is to acknowledge and embrace the imperfections. So, stop hiding from your weaknesses. And if you stop hiding from your weaknesses, it does mean that you will overcome them. And you need to start viewing challenges as opportunities. So rather than thinking, oh, how am I going to solve this challenge? Just take it as an opportunity. If you win or fail that opportunity, you've learned a lesson. And if you've learned a lesson, then you've won. And that's how I kind of tackle everything, is I just change the name to opportunity and grab the bull by the horns and ride it. Also try learning different tactics, There's no sort of like one size fits all, unless you're shopping on eBay. For that summer dress, one size fits all. Well, what works for one person may not work for you, so you need to kind of delve into it and see what works for you and what does work for you. Carry on doing it until it stops working for you. Follow the research on what we call brain plasticity. The brain isn't fixed. What that means is it works very much like a parachute when it is open.
In order to reprogram your brain, you have to do certain things, certain tactics in order to get your brain used to it. And at the same time, it's about you yourself. I would always say that whatever you do and whatever you get yourself into, you have to be motivated, you have to be dedicated. At the same time, you just have to do it. You want to be financially free. And all of these millionaires in the world understand that they do certain things in order to get there. A lot of people think, some millionaires got it from their parents or, their great grandmother, all these things. But no, at the end, some people want to just start from scratch. Don't ever think to rely on yourself and only yourself. Don't tend to rely on, your parents' money, because, there's some people right now, they just rely on their parents' money and they think, oh yeah, my mum and dad will be paying X, Y, Z for me. But understand, as you're growing older, you want to be your own person. And, you might have kids and you want your kids to look up to you. I think not just for my daughter, but for my daughter's children and my daughter's children's children. I just literally go on like that. And when you have that type of mentality, you will honestly start scaling up. Nothing will stop you at all. And never let people tell you you can't do it.
When you start to prioritize approval over learning, what you're doing is sacrificing your own potential for growth, and value the process rather than the end result. Because intelligent people enjoy the learning process. I don't mean smart people that graduated with degrees or GCSEs. Intelligent people with common sense. Keep the big picture in mind, right? And then celebrate your growth with others. When I'm growing myself personally, I will celebrate this by doing a video and sharing what I've learned with others, because what we teach others will last forever. Is when you're getting a response from your social media, is it encourages you to then carry on. So it's like a goal that's hit. It's this little bit of like a high. And then you're like, right, what should I do now? What can I do now to help these people? Reward actions, not traits.
This is why we urge you guys, when you're watching these videos, always comment below. Always tell us that, do you know what? In life, everybody's struggling with something. You can be hitting 6 figures. You might want to hit 7 figures. Everyone struggles with something. So what I will say is comment down below what you want us to talk about, and then we'll talk about it, because we're here to help you guys. We're here to provide value. And when we provide this value, we want it to benefit you. At the end of the day in life, We're all here to help one another. And when we grow, you grow as well.
You want to focus on what you want to be, not what you are. One of the first things that I would ask clients is, with my investment fund, is where do you want to be? What sort of interest do you want to be taking? What sort of dividends do you want to be taking over a year? So is it, 1 million a year or 2 million a year, 5 million, 10 million, right? You must have definitive objectives, because the decisions that you make as a 200k year business are different to the one that turns over 10 million. You've got to make sure that you're ready and prepared for growth, because if you're not ready, then you need to take a step back. There's no point doing it if you're not ready to handle it.
There's so many people right now, they're in their own business and they feel like they can handle everything on their own. And understand it doesn't work like that. Like for me, for example, when I was just starting up my own business, I said to myself, I could get 3K just from that one client doing my one-to-one with them. Now, when I was getting too much, I said to myself, I cannot stress myself out here. Like I need to put myself step back, and I need to just share the commission. Don't hold on to money too much. Like, know that you're still going to make your money, but people are going to help you along that way. This is why so many big companies, they have so many people in place, because they know they can't do it by themselves. And the more people that you have working for you, honestly, the better. But you know what? It depends on what niche you're in as well, because they could be literally 5 people running, sales calls for you, for example, and you guys could be hitting 10K a month. So I won't say, get 100 people, make millions. It doesn't work like that. What I am saying is just understand, your niche, what you're doing. So just think about it. Don't just stress yourself and be a one-man person in your own business, or woman person in your business. Just make sure that if you want to grow, step yourself back. Look at, okay, who do I need? What is it that I need? What should I put in a role? And so on, you know what I mean?
Okay, so look, we've just covered some basic steps, if you like a 1 to 10 of how to develop your growth mindset. We'd love to speak to you personally, so let's get a webinar involved. Comment below. Also subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. It's a bye from me.
And from Abby. And guys,
we'll see you in the next video, guys.
Right, perfect. Bye, everyone.